Action.
Knock, knock, knock. Hi, Olivia. Hi, Mom. I'm Morgan. I'm gonna be your nurse today. Um, is it okay if I come in and do an assessment right now? Is this a good time for you? Yeah? Okay, perfect. So how have you been feeling since the birth with baby? Are you feel like you're connecting very well? Okay, that's good. Has baby been pooping or peeing? Yeah, okay. So normal, so however many days old is how many like wet diapers we would want up until day 6, and then once we hit day 6, it would be like 6 to 8 diapers. Wet diapers is going to be normal. Bowel movements can vary. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start my assessment here. So kind of just looking at baby. Doesn't look distressed or anything. I'm just gonna watch or look at color of the skin. Temperature, I'm just kind of gonna feel here. Feels normal. Color of skin, normal for ethnicity. I'm kind of just gonna unswaddle baby here. I'm gonna be looking for any kind of abnormalities on the skin. So I don't see any birthmarks, no lanugo, no milia, anything like that. Not really seeing any petechiae on the front here. I'm gonna go and do her vital signs. So I would do the blood pressure on the leg here, and then I'm gonna count respiratory rate and heart rate for a full minute here, and then I would take the temperature and the axillary here. I'm gonna go ahead and just count respirations, and I would do that for a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and look at or listen to heart and lung sounds. Once again, I would listen to heart rate for a full minute. And listen to lung sounds. And then I would also listen to bowel sounds here, see if we got some movement going around. And you said she's been pooping fine. Passing gas is also important. And then, yeah, just looking at her respiratory effort. Belly breathing is normal for babies, but if we were seeing any other kind of retractions or signs of nasal flaring, we would worry about respiratory distress, but I'm not seeing any of that. I'm gonna start with the head. So I'm feeling the fontanelles here. They're not sunken or bulging, and then I'm feeling for sutures. Sutures feel good. I'm also looking at symmetry of the head, very symmetrical. Looking, the nares look patent. Looking at the eyes for jaundice or discharge, I'm not really seeing any of that. Looking at the ears for skin tags, not seeing that. And making sure that the corners of the eyes match with the tops of the ears. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a tonic reflex here. So I'm gonna move the neck to the side, and the opposite leg should kick out. And same for the other side. Looks good. Neck is movable. I don't feel any lumps or anything. Okay. I'm not seeing any signs of central cyanosis. I'm gonna now test some of her reflexes. So rooting, and the baby will turn that, and then sucking. Perfect. Palmar grasp reflex, and she grabs on both sides. And then I'm just gonna make sure all 10 digits are here. Looks good. And then looking at her palmar crease, it's got 2 creases there and 2 creases there. And she's been moving all of her extremities, so motor looks good. I'm going to feel her brachial pulses here. And I would say +2 bilaterally. I'm gonna test her startle reflex here, so we're just kind of gonna pick up. There we go. I'm now going to move down to her feet. I'm going to test Babinski's and look for that flare on both sides. Perfect. And then palmar grasp. So looking for that. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm gonna undo her diaper here, check some things out. I'm gonna feel the femoral pulses, plus 2 bilaterally. Okay, making sure there's a patent anus, no marks or anything. It's good. And I already asked about bowel movements and wet diapers, so that's all good. Okay, and then I'm gonna test the walking reflex, or the stepping reflex. I'm gonna support that head, lift up. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna look at the back here, so I'm just gonna turn your stomach. So I'm looking at the spine. I don't see any abnormal marks. I'm looking at that sacral dimple here. Like I said, patent anus, all of that. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay. Alrighty, listen. I'm just gonna think one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Olivia. And has feeding been going okay, Mom? Yeah. We want to make sure she's eating that 8 to 12 times a day and that she's doing good. Okay. We're also going to be monitoring for jaundice, and like I said, I looked at her eyes for that. They look good, but we'll be doing a skin test and all of that. The last thing that I'm going to look at is her umbilical site, and so we're looking at that, and it looks good. Should be dry. The clamp is on there, and there should be a security tag on there for security measures, and then making sure that her wristband is on and that the number matches the number that's supposed to match on yours for security purposes as well. I think all of that looks good. Thank you so much for letting me come in. You have a beautiful baby. Congratulations.